I mentioned this earlier in one of the videos about how to get your ebook or your PDF file into a paperback and get it onto Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Books a Million, and all the other book retailing sites. What you want to do is you want to go to lightningsource.com and create yourself an account there and start uploading your books. Basically, the process is, if you're not that familiar with print on demand, this is how it works. You don't stock anything. Nobody really stocks anything. Everything is printed on a as you need basis. Goes you the publisher, you upload your files up to Lightning Source. They in turn put it out into the distribution channels, which includes like Amazon, Barnes and Noble, like I just mentioned, and then ultimately the book buyer buys it. Lightning Source prints it as needed, so nobody ever gets stock. Although if you do have a good title, and I have a couple in Amazon that Amazon does stock on a regular basis, they'll order like 20 or 30 at a time so that they don't have to keep reordering from Lightning Source. So what you'll want to do is click on Open New Account. It's really pretty simple. You're going to be the publisher, so you're going to go to the New Accounts page. And everything's pretty straightforward. You get a name and password, contact information, uh, book categories, a couple of general things about your business that you're going to do. But and the royalties with Lightning Source are a lot better than, there's a lot of talk like about Create Space. Lightning Source, you actually set your own royalties. You set the discount rate. And it's usually set between anywhere between 25% and 50%. I generally do 25%. So that means 75% of the price of a book, minus the print charge, comes to me. So a typical 120 page, 5 by 8 black and white interior with a color cover paperback at a 25% discount rate at $20 a book, that nets you $15. And then minus a print charge of about $2.50 per book, nets you $12.50 per book. Now Create Space, they have a little royalty calculator here. I punched it in. List price is 20 bucks. Black and white interior, color cover, 5 by 8, 120 pages. Their Amazon royalty, you get an $8.10 royalty. If you sign up for the Pro, which there's extra costs involved up front, but then you get the expanded distribution, but they take 60% of the expanded distribution and 40% with Amazon.com. So the money's, is it a lot of money? Well, $8, so you're talking $4.50 roughly per book. But that can easily add up, because I've been using Lightning Source since, it's been about 5 years now. I think right 2005 I published my first book with them. And the books that I've published with Lightning Source back in 2005, all the way up now to 2010, have been continually earning me royalties without doing anything, except for the initial setup. So the money, the $4.50 per book, over a year's time, a couple of years' time, 5 years' time, 10 years' time, can really add up to be a lot of money. So I can't, in these short videos, I can't really go through the whole process of uploading. You have all the PDFs that you downloaded with the videos. There's a whole folder there with Lightning Source information, how to set up a title, how to set up a cover. They give you cover and spine calculations that you could do online and print. There's all the requirements you need for your digital files. Oh, and also, even if you don't have digital files, you can also, they also have the capability of scanning hard copies and creating ebooks out of hard copies. So go ahead, go over there, look around. They got a lot of stuff you have already. You have all the guides already that you need to get started. There's a lot of information, but once you do the first one, the next one's a lot easier. So yeah, lightningsource.com. You're gonna like these guys. I wanted to go over a couple of the PDF files that I have included with this report. A lot of these are from Lightning Source, and these are like really important. This is your file creation guide. This is going to be everything that you need to know how to format your documents for uploading into lightningsource.com. It gives you all the sizes, the requirements. So take your time. Read. A lot of this stuff is technical, but this is stuff that you really need to know. And they got everything outlined for you. It's really easy to follow. And they got screenshots of what you have to do. So yeah, it's going to be different for paperbacks in color or black and white. I think all the covers are colored nowadays. So just follow everything as best you can, and you'll be okay. Here's how to upload your files to Lightning Source. Also with screenshots and everything, and this is just a short little thing. That's really easy anyway, so you're not going to have any trouble with that. This is how to set your ebook titles in Lightning Source. I wouldn't even bother doing that. I mean, you can, because you could set up ebook titles and they will be put on sites that sell ebooks other than Amazon.com. Obviously, the Kindle edition is limited to strictly Amazon. So if you want to load up a ebook, I haven't had much success with the ebooks with Lightning Source. I mean, I do sell some, but Kindle far outweighs what I have done with ebooks going through Lightning Source. There are some sites that do sell some titles, but that's your choice. Okay, and this is how to place an order for your own books. This is a short and sweet guide. It's only 4 pages. Really very easy. This is a really strong I would say benefit of going through Lightning Source to order these yourself, because they are so cheap and you could pass on the cost to your customers. You're virtually making 100% of the profit on these things. Here's another thing on digital file submission standards that you're going to want to overlook. You're not going to want to overlook, all the formats that they use, text blocks and oh, this is the tags that Kindle supports. They don't support all HTML tags. As of right now, this is what they support. So now that could change in the next Kindle edition, but right now this is what they support. And the last thing I wanted to show you was the Kindle cheat sheet. Right here, these are very important. Kindle customer service. number, telephone number, also their email address for support. And they were actually very good with support. I have had no issues with them. So, I usually get a response, within a day. Usually within a day, same day. I've had no problem with their support. Also, the links to the Mobi Pocket Creator, digital text platform by Amazon. Here's a Lightning Source link. And, these are a lot of things that you'll find handy to use. All right, that's about it on the PDFs included. Well, there you have it. Everything you need to know to get started with Amazon digital text platform, also known as the Kindle. Go ahead and browse around the site over there. There's a lot of stuff there. There's a getting started and FAQs. They got a community forum, which are people there are very friendly. You could ask questions and give out answers if you can give out answers. So go ahead and browse around on the site and get started with Kindle. I'm really looking forward to the commission bonus come July. I mean, they're going to double the commission, or royalties, I should say, that they're going to pay all publishers. So it's exciting news. It's time to jump on board. There's definitely money to be made here, so get going on it. And also, don't forget about Lightning Source. Get over there. There's a lot of money to be made. A lot of you guys are probably all doing PDFs and ebooks and from your websites, but this is a whole new marketing avenue for you. You don't need to know about, PHP, Ajax. I don't care what ABC language you're talking about. Amazon does the selling for you. All you got to do is get it there, upload it. You'll have all the big heavyweights working for you, with Amazon being the 800-pound gorilla. But don't forget, there's other gorillas out there. Maybe they're 100-pound gorillas, like Barnes and Noble, and even a couple of the independents. If you have like a niche type book, and an independent picks up on it and runs with it, you don't know how many. You could sell, a couple hundred a month. You have, it's limitless. So Lightning Source is a great place to start if you want to publish paperbacks. Also, I didn't even mention it when I was talking about Lightning Source, but you can order your own books from Lightning Source, and all you pay is the printing fee. So in the example that we did in the earlier video, a 120-page book with a black and white interior, 5x8 paperback would only cost you $2.50. Now, what a great advertising. This is great for, giving away at shows or giving away to potential clients. And if you do like small little promo books, that could be about $1.50. So this is really a good way, and it also adds value, adds to the thud factor when people are ordering from you. So, keep that in the back of your mind, and especially if you order them by the case. Like if you get, it depends on the size of the book, but it might be like 80 to a case. And shipping costs are very minimal. I think last time I ordered a case of 86 books, and shipping was like $12 or something. So, I might add, 25 cents to the price of the book. So you end up paying about $2.75 for each paperback edition that you can sell for $20. So it's a nice little markup there. And plus, when you ship it to your customers, you're going to add on shipping costs. So, you're going to get $20 for the book. You're going to essentially get it for free and be total profit. Yeah, so that's Lightning Source. So definitely use them. These guys are real good. They're real helpful, real nice people over there. They have all their contact details there. And if you have any questions, they're really good. They Usually get back to you, within an hour or so if you send them emails. Very nice people. Okay, lastly, I'd like to show you one of my Kindle books that has been up since this I actually put up with Moby Pocket. It's got to be maybe 3 years ago. This has been up here as a Kindle edition. Uh, this is the book that I was doing a promo book for with links pointing to this book to help promote the sale of this. Um, this book, let's see, right now it's at 56,000 in the Kindle store. That's about as high as it goes. It usually uh, varies between, I should say, usually fluctuates between, about 8, 9, 10,000 up to like, maybe 70,000. So this is today. Uh, but this book does very well for me. It's been a steady earner. Actually, this book has been on Amazon as a paperback too since I want to say like maybe 2006 maybe, and it's a steady earner, this book. So this is the type of stuff that you can do. Uh, so get out there, get your all your stuff together, all your files, and get on up to the 800-pound gorilla. There's a lot of money these guys can make for you, and there's virtually no work. Once you get it uploaded, you just sit back and sit on the beach and count your money. So get out there, get cranking. All right, thanks, you guys. Okay, before we go ahead and log into our Kindle account, there's a couple of things we have to do first. We have to get our interior of our book ready, and we have to have a nice picture of the cover. Right now, Amazon accepts three formats for the interior of the book. You could do it either Microsoft Word .doc, HTML, or with Moby Pocket. They do got a file also. Click on over to mobypocket.com. That's all you need. This is the default. So this, and let that load up fresh. And scroll down a little bit, down towards the bottom of the page. Publishers. Let me go down a little bit more here. Click on Login to Deploy Interface. Now, unfortunately, you will not be able to create a new account here. Effective September 2009, we will no longer accept new accounts for publishers to sell titles through the Kindle store or mobypocket.com. I mean, I have an existing account here, but this really isn't necessary. What I'm really showing you here is click over here on Conversion Services. Here there's a list of companies that will do your conversion service for you with contact information. But over here is Moby Pocket Creator Publisher Edition. Go ahead and click on that. Now this is only good, I use Mac, so I can't download this and show you how to use it. It's pretty much self-explanatory. If you got a PC, go ahead and try it. These things are funny. HTML might look better on the Kindle for your particular work. Maybe this Moby Pocket tool works better for you. Or maybe just a doc file works good for you. So anyway, it's there. It's an option for you to try. Also, I wanted to show you this one other site here. This is CJS, easyAsPie.com. publishing for Kindle using Mobi Pocket. It's a it's a little tutorial here to help you work on if you're going to use the Mobi Pocket tool. So it's CJS easyAsPie.com. And also, okay, now to publish in HTML, it's as easy as using Microsoft Word and saving as HTML instead of a .doc. If you're using AppleWorks like what I do, go up to File, Save As, then in the drop-down box here, instead of AppleWorks, just click on HTML. Put a name in there for you, that one that you would know, say Kindle book, and then just click on Save. And that's as easy as it gets to saving in HTML. The other thing is images. You want, there's a couple of requirements for Amazon. They're technical specifications. You want it in TIFF, .TIFF format or .JPEG format. Image pixel dimensions of at least 1280 on the longest side, 2560 or larger preferred. Now they have scaled that down a bit somewhat. They will accept smaller ones, but you know what? I like to keep them big, and I like to because it gives a nice image. This is very important. CMYK color mode. No RGB. It will not show up if you use RGB. You must use CMYK color mode. And the file names, it must be with your product identifier name, either your Amazon ASIN, your 13-digit ISBN, EAN, or UPC, followed by the period and an appropriate file extension. So here you can see it. So it would be your ISBN, .TIFF, or .JPEG, or whatever. This is the Amazon ASI number that they will assign to you. All right. Before we go into images a little bit further, I wanted to make sure you get the Kindle customer service number and contact email addresses. These are also going to be in the PDF file that you downloaded with these videos, so you don't have to worry about writing it down. It'll be included in that PDF file. Earlier I was talking about images. I was talking about cover images. Here we're going to cover more about the interior images and some of the requirements for them. First of all, images on the Kindle are black and white. Kindle for PC or the iPhone Kindle display full color images. So you want to use full color images because in the next year or two Kindle will also support color images. At least that's what's in the works from what I hear. So I limit my images. I don't like to put too many in there. It can be cumbersome a little bit. I like to use plenty of hot links. They work extremely well. I scatter them throughout my ebooks. Especially if it's a promo type, or you can even put in affiliate type links in there. Now the display area of the Kindle is maximum 520 by 622 pixels. That's at 72, use 72 DPI. And Kindle will resize the images and ultimately distort them if they're not this size. But the good news is that only one side needs to be at max, because Amazon won't change the image's height if one side is right. If one side is, say, at 520, it's not going to change the image. So let's say, for example, you have an image that is 500 by 600. Amazon will auto resize it to 520 by 622. Okay, if your image is, let's say, 450 by 622, or say 520 by 520, the image will not be resized at all because one side is already at the maximum. Now, you cannot center images vertically either. You can center them horizontally, but not vertically. To do a little work around this, this is what I do. You take your image after it's been optimized and cut and paste the final image into the center of a 520 by 622 background. So now your images are the fullest size possible and always centered perfectly. I mean, I used the blue background here just to show the contrast. Obviously, you would do a white background so that it looks like it's centered perfectly. So you got all your images squared away. Now think of images as pages. But you want an image to appear as a full page. So name your pages, or name your images like page number 7.jpg or page number 15.jpg, etc. Now create a single folder with all your images with no subfolders. Take one single folder with all your images, and then you want to add an index.html file for the interior document. Now call the images by file names. They'll be relative to the document, so it would be image source equals page1.jpg. So you don't, that's the way it would call the image. Now the Kindle doesn't support all HTML tags. Also in the PDF file that came with this download, there's a list of tags that the Kindle does support as of right now. I mean, that might change in the future. But take a look at those over. It supports most of the standard HTML tags, but not all of them. To force Kindle to a new blank page, this is a Mobi Pocket. This is what Mobi Pocket uses to force Kindle to go to a new page. So use this tag to force a new page. Alright, so once you got your interior document ready, you got all your images ready, you want to create a zip file out of everything put together, and name it correctly with the ISBN or your Amazon number. Alright, we're going to go into a little bit more of formatting your interior document in the next video.